Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixbarters here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. When we left off,
Investigations.
when we left off, Larry was being Larry, and we thought we had saved Larry, but instead Larry's his own problem, and we still have to save Larry because Lang hates Larry.
Himself, basically.
Pretty much, because he's trying to be, that little horn dog you.
Yeah.
And that went well for him, and he's like, I'm embarrassed. It's like, you should be. You should be. But now I have to prove you innocent.
And he just kept lying, which did not help.
No. So, let's go with this, maybe, to press. So, seems to be the glittering red and offering up the scent of blood.
The terrifying plant in the back.
Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword. Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. Oh, so that it was important. Decided. Well, no, because that one was there
Beside him was a
before.
samurai sword covered in the victim's blood.
Yeah, this was still here, actually, so let's press this one, too.
Yeah.
So we're in the right realm. So the sword is covered in the victim's blood. Yeah, lab results confirm the blood in the sword matches the victim's. But the sword is as dull as a vanilla envelope. It's just a stage prop after all.
Oh god.
Steel Samurai's about all safety first, so you can't use it like a real sword. Steel Samurai
Why'd he put
has
the head on?
The Steel Samurai has spoken. No questions.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Oh god, no, not you.
So Pink Princess also appears to have something she'd like to petition to you personally.
What the Pink Princess would like to say can wait for the day after eternity.
Oh dang! I like
Well,
that.
Anyway, my point is that even though the sword is too dull to slice with,
I'll have to remember that line.
yeah, it's certainly heavy enough to bludgeon someone to death with, therefore.
It's like whatever you want can wait till the day after eternity. I love that.
I suspect he beat the victim to death with that thing. About this samurai sword, have you received a report from the forensics yet? They confirm that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. I've said that 3 times in a row now.
I know, like Jesus Christ.
Alright, but they have confirmed that the outline of his
Talking
wound
about
is
beaten to death, that's what you're doing to that line.
for real. But have they confirmed that the outline of this weapon is consistent with outline of this wound is consistent with the weapon? Tell me something. Do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't that body not be here? Well, I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating this room. Maybe that
He's
it's
so
possible
eager
he doesn't
about
know about the
autopsies.
piece of evidence true nature. It's almost as if we're investigating the room still.
I know.
Ow, my head.
Careful.
Anything else you'd like to chit chat about? No? Good, well let's continue.
Jesus.
Alright, so let's see. I want him to do the loop thing here quick, so we get a little hint. So it's not possible that the Steel Samurai sword is the real murder weapon. So I should focus on proving that point to Agent Lang first. Alright, so let's see. I suspect he beat the victim to death with that thing. Let's see what we can do. Because, I mean, we could potentially use that because it's bent, but that might be too soon. We might be thinking too soon. Let's look at the Samurai sword. Weapon that's used at stage thought to be what killed Master II.
Were there prints?
No. Just have the fact that he said that the victim's blood is on it. So, okay. That's a dull sword, all right. Looks like half a banana.
It looks like one of those like little toy swords.
Yeah, pretty much is. Let me think of what else we have that could be used as potential proof. Not much, to be quite honest. We're all the way in the ball now. Obviously, it was the samurai dogs that killed him.
Oh my god.
Not the stamina request. Oh my god, we do use it already.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
You took a shot and it paid off.
I thought it was gonna be too soon because I figured we didn't branch enough paths yet to
Well, I guess so.
make it connect. But do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spear's the weapon of heroes throughout history.
Jesus. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip.
I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent? Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against the wall in this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow. That logic makes sense.
Yeah.
Let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there's not even a dent on the samurai sword. How do you explain that?
Oh yeah, your sword and your spear are made of the same stuff so they bend easily. But I wish they'd make them out of better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain job move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing that in the show.
The Steel Samurai special move was changed tonight because of him? Why is everything being ruined for me today?
The Steel Samurai fan and Edward is just like, why?
This whole day is ruined.
Yow!
That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back to on the topic of the spear.
Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real game begins. I don't have a real strategy per se. So all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may.
Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever.
Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor.
Genius.
Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. Because he was a dick. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Oh. What's a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose? It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Oh boy, there she goes.
Yeah.
That may be your opinion, however, I don't believe that's all we are. Why are you trying to sound like a nice guy, huh?
Yeah.
As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet,
Yeah, he learned that thanks to Phoenix.
then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
He's like, what the fuck is this?
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword is used in such a way that the attack killed Damas II without bending it. Huh. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need. Of course.
What you need?
What you need? What I need is evidence even Agent Lang can refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close.
Pew.
I was gonna say, your voice sounded kind of cracky.
I got some phlegm in the back of my throat. It's possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So is it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon? How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. And we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood in it is this sword. You left no stone unturned? Is that a fact? If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, of course. In that case, let me make it all crystal clear for you.
Why Larry?
Let's see.
Part
It's possible
2.
to use a samurai sword to kill someone. Maybe in only circumstances. Still not an conclusion. You search the embassy top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. Let's start from here.
Yeah.
The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword? That's right, even with luminol.
Oh.
Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined. Do I recall the angel assertion the samurai sword was a weapon? Yes.
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 If you believe there's no other door of possibility left to open, allow me to force one open for you. And how do you plan to do that?
Just listen.
By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon.
He keeps saying not to.
The real murder weapon? I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy. They've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Of course. Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate when people like you slander my men.
Oh boy. People like you.
I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon. All right then, I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed Damas II. What exactly is it? The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to touch, is this. The alabaster knife. Or not, I was thinking way too good for my own good.
I was gonna say that's what killed.
But the point is
Fuckface McGee.
well, you have to remember that
Manny
that knife
Cochin.
came from over here, and we were trying to figure out the whole time how the knife could have moved. So I figured that by pointing that out as the possible murder weapon,
Yeah, but
that would tie things together.
It has Manny Cochin's blood on it.
Well, yeah, was I mistaken?
Yes.
All right, now let's try this
I was
again.
gonna say, what do you?
One more
I was
chance.
wondering why you were so confident.
I thought that's where my brain was going, but I guess so. Let's slow this down a little bit then. The real weapon has got to be that thing. I just know it. So the real murder weapon that not a soul has touched.
The ink.
Is the statue? I mean, it was beaten to death. The blood could be on the bottom of it.
Evan, do you see how big the statue is?
It's also something that no one's supposed to touch. Signs it was moved during the murder as well.
Yeah, remember?
Yes!
Calm down, jeez.
I got it right.
What is it with freaking Larry being involved with deadly statues?
Dude, he's got a bad rap. The National Treasure of Alabast.
I'm gonna steal it.
You mean the Prima Deus statue? Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and
That's why
secretary
it
may
changed
touch
positions from the photo.
it. Uh-huh. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct?
I still can't believe you picked the knife.
You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Abal. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. There's only one conclusion I can draw from that.
He doesn't like this.
Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue.
Shifu, we can't listen to this infidel's words. He's most indefinitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please let us be rational about this.
Oh my god.
Langzi says, just go already.
Yes, sir. Oh shit, I just shit my pants. Oh, gotta walk awkwardly now. Oh god, can't let him know.
Oh my god. Even though he's...
He walks like he shit himself, but
Shifu,
yeah.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador.
Sounds like the murderer to me.
I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Prima Deus statue.
I see.
Do it anyway. Fate, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally.
Save your breath. You may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you gotta be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know. Agent Lang, what do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine this statue already.
What? But Shifu, what about causing an international incident?
Quiet. I'll take the fall if I have to later.
Phew.
Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone's take responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? If we're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then. Less talk and more investigating.
Oh god.
If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here.
Have some drink.
Action must be taken. I will in a second. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a luminol chemiluminescence test on the statue.
I was gonna see if you could do it without help.
Why do I have to just say luminol test? That's all you have to do. Luminol test. Now, good thinking. The statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. Guess this means this is the real weapon that killed Damas II. Indeed. But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damas II, so the charge remains. We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang.
Yeah, what about Prince?
Knowing that it is the real murder weapon, I believe further examination is required. You think so? Okay, then knock yourself out.
Literally, bash your head on it, see if it affects.
Okay, I'm gonna rotate it upside down. Yep.
Whoa.
Instantly, I was like, there's gonna be something on the bottom. I know, that's why they wouldn't let us touch it. Nah. And what do you have here? This dirty smudge looks like a handprint. What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we got some fingerprints to analyze. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. Looks like there's too late for me to do anything about that now.
What would you do?
Hey, forensics guy, I want results on these fingerprints
I'm the
ASAP. You
forensics
hear me?
guy. Remember?
Yeah, oh, he didn't even talk.
Oh, okay.
There he goes.
Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir.
Good. And?
Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue.
They're gonna belong to him. To Alba.
Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Bubbly's embassy?
Oh.
The prints belong to him, to Mr. Manny Cutchin, sir.
But that's...
Oh boy.
But what's going on around here? No, that's impossible. Each prima due statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. They swapped the statues.
Oh.
This statue is actually Babal's prima due statue.
Impossible! It can't be!
Yeah! Larry never once set foot on Bobbly's soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further.
You think?
The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastrian knife in Babal. And Damas II was killed in Alabastrian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the grand thief Yadagarasu who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I'd yet to see the big picture they were to form.
To be continued.
Huh. So, I mean, I guess that would lead us to believe, well, it saves, that if one of the statues is real, then whoever ordered for them to switch the statues knew that the Babal one must have been the real one for Alabast to claim it for themselves. And switch the statues. They're like, oh, we have the real one, see? Maybe. I could be overthinking things, but we still gotta figure out how everything's been switched around, because that's a big question. I've left the Damas II investigation of Francesca and return to Babal. So the first order of business should be look into Babal's statue.
Mr. Edgeworth! There they are.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, what's the situation?
Oh, it's great. Investigating is so much fun.
In other words, they've made absolutely no progress. But we weren't goofing off, sir, honest. We've been investigating the hots out. Very well then, would you care to give me an update on your investigation? Duh. We've had a really fun time, sir. I knew it.
Man,
Zero
I want to
progress.
see a little side mini episode with those two. That'd
know,
be
right?
amazing.
In any case, Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. You're a missionary of the Alabastian Embassy, is that correct? Yup. As a local detective, I'm helping out the investigations on both sides, sir. Good, in that case, I can leave this piece of evidence with you. The shirt I don't need anymore. Take it away. I don't want that shirt, please. It's bad memories. It belonged to the lady under the pink princess's mask. The pink princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir? The kind that was also playing the role of the pink badger yesterday. Oh, God. Oh, understood, sir. If I happen to run into her, I'll give them back to her. Ah, shit, and if I don't, then I guess I'll know them somewhere. He didn't seem all that enthused to go find her, but I can't blame him.
No.
Alright, evidence lost her value given to Detective Gumshoe.
Oh.
Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore either.
What? Are you really going to throw away that autograph? How? Why?
Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake.
What?
Autograph scrunched up into a ball and disposed of.
Wait, what? What do you mean by fake?
Now then, I believe it's time for a little housekeeping. Alright, I'll rearrange. Okay, we're clearing things out, so now we got some basic bitch stuff. Cool. Still a lot of... Why do we still have the samurai dogs? Why are they still relevant? Is there going to be one in the office somewhere? There's probably going to be one in the office somewhere. Alright, Kay,
it's good to have Kay back.
I can't investigate that wheelbarrow.
Where are you going?
But we can investigate a ladder. Or is it a step ladder? A
Oh.
ladder.
Actually, that's a step ladder. Yes, they continued it.
They're the exact same thing.
No way. From their structure up, they're totally different. But of course, from a thief's perspective, the best kind of ladder is the rope ladder. Step ladder is much too heavy to carry around after all.
And from a prosecutor's perspective, any type of ladder is guilty of being dangerous during an earthquake.
Oh.
I guess that's also true. Bags full of cement powder is stacked up here, I suppose, there for the renovation.
Yeah, because I don't smell a drop of gold here, or any other treasure for that matter.
Kay, the only scent you should detect in a place like this is the smell of sweat. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. That was a pretty good play on words there.
Gummy! Don't randomly jump into one of our dialogues like that.
Were you eavesdropping on us, Detective Gumshoe? No, it's not like that, sir. Yes, it is. Danger! It would appear
I
that
like how she said dialogue. It's like she knows.
Yeah. It would appear that the stage is also scheduled to be renovated.
You know, I would love to perform on a stage like this. Something like the Great Thief Show.
I should think it would be a bad idea for a thief to show their face to the world.
For real, okay.
I'll talk to you in a second, Gumshoe. I'm gonna look at this sign here quick. There's a sign here warning passers-by to take precautions around the renovation
pointing
site.
to his belt. This is a good belt.
We need to renovate this man.
They're really going all out, huh? There's construction going on everywhere.
I believe Ambassador Polano said it was to attract more tourists and visitors.
But what can they do with the new stuff they're building? Hey, what do you think they should do, Mr. Edgeworth?
How about transferring to a courthouse?
Hey, be serious.
But I was being serious. That's all my life is.
This is just,
All right, Gumshoe.
just court and law and investigating and
Mr.
prosecuting.
Edgeworth.
And once in a blue moon defending.
Yeah, you look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective. Well, then, not much else that I enjoy as much as a good investigation, sir. So what'd you find out? Well...
Oh no.
I take it that he's found nothing of any particular use, as usual.
I've
Hey,
always
Miss
liked
Edgeworth.
this song.
I got something really interesting from Ambassador Polano. Oh, and what is this something interesting?
More coupons?
Buffet tickets, this, sir.
Whoa. Wow, that's so pretty. I'm so jealous. That's a real treasure there.
Isn't that from the lesson of Spirit of Justice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Spirit of Justice. Isn't that the thingy?
No.
Because it looks a lot like it. Why does that flame burn green, Detective?
It's fire.
So apparently if you burn the special white crystal oil that they only make in Babal, it burns this green color, sir. Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil.
Why would the
This
thing
is a ploy to
from
force people to visit Babal should the oil run
friggin'
out.
Spirit of Justice be all the way back here in the past in a totally different country with totally unrelated people?
It looked like it, okay? And it has a butterfly.
Just because it was green and had a butterfly?
Yes.
Oh my god. Hey Gummy, what about these silhouettes?
They stuck some cutouts on the outside of lanterns so it'd project the images. Oh, silhouettes, huh? They're rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation.
Ezra's called something pretty.
Hey, what's wrong, sir? There's something I want you to investigate for me. Do you think you can do that much? Uh-huh. You got it, sir.
Hey, that's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff?
Ah, well, that's because I'm Miss Edgeworth's partner.
Ah! I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant.
I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this.
Professional? That's funny.
Okay, so that's gonna be...
Dude, I bet that whole silhouette thing totally has to do with the Yadgarasu shadow, that picture that's kept popping up.
Maybe I could, well, you'd think I could rotate it to see, but never mind. All right, I'm gonna go talk to you. So you're back now, you Mr. Edgeworth. You must be tired. Here are viziers. You can eat whatever you'd like.
More?
buffet tickets. And these are... discount tickets for our cafeteria. They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning.
Oh.
I appreciate the concern. However, these coupons do nothing for me right now. About this stage.
Oh, God.
This open-air stage. What function does it serve exactly? Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. This all to attract that extra bit of attention to Babal. I heard that tonight over in the Alabaster Rose Garden, Ambassador Alba was to give a speech. And you know what? Manny told me that I was going, that I really should give a speech too. Mr. Cochin told you that? Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to.
He looks so manly when he's like that.
He does. He actually looks decent.
Yeah.
There. Because of the fire the Yadgarasu started? Exactly. Right, about the Prima Dew statue.
It's like when he looks like that, it sounds like he should have like a voice similar to Dirk.
I know, right?
But then he goes back to
Was ist das? Ambassador Plano, I'd like to ask you a little more about the Prima Dew statues. Duh.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that Alabasta and Babal used to be one country called Cadopia? Yes, I know that much about your history. Well, the Prima Dew statue belonged to the founders of Cadopia. At least that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed unto the king of Cadopia as a symbol of the country's wealth.
Wealth.
So it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it. Yes, that's right, which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the revealed statues, therefore we hold the rights to rule is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it, though, I suppose. But if Alabasta and Babal were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue? I have no reason to believe so. The Prima Dew statue is even more important now as a key of diplomacy. I wonder if Messer Plano knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy.
Probably not.
Perhaps just try showing him this key and see what he has to say about it. I'll do that after we talk about Manny coaching.
Manny coaching.
Ambassador Plano, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you about. Yes, oh, and don't worry. You
Yeah.
can ask me more than just one thing. How about 2 or 3? In exchange, I expect you'll be coming to Babal, yes?
Oh my god.
Thank you, but just one thing is all I require. Manny Cochin, I'd like to ask you about this man who was your secretary.
Oh,
Sure, I'll tell you what I know.
that was suspicious.
Thank you for your cooperation, Ambassador.
It's
He
like
was-
Edward saw that too. He's like,
Well, if I had to put it in one word, he was an able man. If there was ever anything I needed as an ambassador, he was able to get it for me. To think that a man like that has a hand in the smuggling ring right under my nose, going completely unnoticed. Actually, I suppose because he was an able man, I was unable to detect his dirty dealings. Sounds like Mr. Coach had a very sharp mind. Recently, Manny has been very busy. Since I became Zimbabwe's representative of the Country Unification Council.
God, hearing this voice is very exhausting.
He's been fucking tirelessly to cover my work for me.
God.
I'm sorry, but what is this Country Unification Council? Oh, well, you see, how tonight's events proceeded was at a hitch. Our two countries were to reunify and become one again.
Oh.
But I guess with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon.
Whoops.
Well, fuck. Huh. Suppose not.
What if he just like, oh, well, fuck.
Well, fuck. How about,
He looks like he could also sound kind of like Sean Connery. When he's like that,
hello,
you know?
Hello. All right, about the primitive statues and all that. Let it snow, please.
For 800.
It's let it snow. Sean.
Great SNL skit right there.
I'll snow all over your mother. All right. Ambassador Plano, if you could please take a look at this for me. Prima Due statue sitting in alabaster right now actually belongs to Babal. So it would appear. I've received a call from Ms. Von Kama about this earlier. Didn't understand why I wish to inspect Babal's Prima Due statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country's possession. Yes, but I've already inspected it myself, and it is definitely an alabaster statue. I know because this is a real statue.
Oh.
You're saying that Babal's was a replica? I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I know that some day it would be exposed. I received my orders from the leaders of Babal, and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight. They said if we could not determine if this statue was the real one. Why are you telling me this?
It's for real.
Well, because you already figured it out. Our statue is just a hollow golden shell. Even if Babal were to lose face, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making a mistake, right? If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never saw that by being betrayed by my own secretary. This real symbol of earth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic?
Isn't it ironic? Hey, where are you going? Are you heading back to Alabas?
Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened.
Yes, please. Oh, I see. Well, damn. So, there's been a murder in both countries using an object from the other country.
That's the gist of it. Babal is just as strict as Alabast in their inspection of the people and things that enter their country, meaning that somehow both murder weapons were smuggled in the two countries. That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries.
You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
In one way or another, the Yatagarasu is connected. Of this I am sure. Now then, where was the Yatagarasu first spotted? I believe it was the rose garden in the Alabastian side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this boundary. This Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight. At least that's where I heard the Yatagarasu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the rose garden post haste.
Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it?
My guess is that it's a guitar pick. I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it'll be of any use?
There's a little water on it, but how did the water get on it? Doesn't look like there's anything it could get wet from around here.
I was thinking, they have concerts here at this open air stage from time to time, right?
Alright, I'll find its owner later.
Hey, a pick. Is it the pick of destiny?
Oh yeah, one more thing.
The pick of destiny?
Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this?
What is this?
It's misused perfume. It's the bottle that woman left behind and that I found 7 years ago. I've had it this entire time.
Jesus.
I thought that one day it'd be some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all this time. That's actually kind of smart.
Thank you. I'd be honored to hold on to it for you. Hey, more evidence. All right.
Dude,
sounds
the guitar pick, as she called it, looked like a petal from the flower.
Yeah, true.
It did because it had that design on it.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're going to find out more about all this stuff next time.
You would. Do you know how I know that though?
How?
Because when you're droning on and on with your character lines, I stare at the scenery and I'm like, hey.
Whoops, I didn't mean to go back. Hey, it's like nothing ever happened.
Okay,
Whoops.
yeah, next time.
I'll stop running around then.